How y'all doing this morning? Let me set this vibe.
Know that feeling of having to rewash dishes that didn't get cleaned?
Doing my live so we can talk about this. What's up? I'm trying to play some background music. I had one live with background music, but copyright. So now I found something that we won't have those issues. So we should be good to go. I be feeling like I be so in front of the camera. Okay. Okay, y'all. What's up? My name is Pocahontas, but I have some news I have to tell you guys. So I wanted to talk about today change. I know it's the new year. Everyone's got their New Year's resolutions. They're not going to be doing this. They're not going to be doing that. They're going to start working out. They're going to eat healthier. They're whatever your resolution is. That's on you. Just be persistent and stick with it. That's all I ask. So, guys, my name is now Poca Nova. I decided to change my name from Pocahontas. The reason is because my music is progressively taking off faster than I expected. So I just don't want to receive, I believe it's called a cease and assist. I just don't want to have any legal issues because, as you guys know, Pocahontas is a Disney character name from the movie Pocahontas. And I just don't want to have any issues with the content, the stuff that I'm putting out now. I know a lot more. So I just don't want any legal issues. So that's the reason I changed my name. So, with that being said, I wanted to talk to you guys about change. How do you guys feel about change? Do you like change? Would you prefer things to just stay the same? Like, what is your input on change? Like, how do you guys feel about change? For one, let's see what the word change means. I feel like if you know the meaning of something, it'll kind of help you better if you know the meaning of a word. So, let's see what change means according to the dictionary. Okay, so according to the dictionary, change means to make someone or something different, alter, or modify. It can also mean to replace something with something else, especially something of the same kind that is newer or better. Substitute one thing for another. Okay, so that's what change means. Let's see what it means in Urban Dictionary. Um, because sometimes black people, we seem to have our own language. So let me look up what change means in the Urban Dictionary. Yeah, see, in the Urban Dictionary, it means like money or um like your age. Like you could say, "Oh, how old are you?" I'm 25 and some change. So I don't know, but the first definition was basically. Let me see what it said. Let me go back so I can be on point. So in just the English form, change just means make someone or something different, alter or modify. So that, I don't know. I just feel like change is just important. Like, it's so funny because I've been doing music since 2021, and when I first came up with the name Pocahontas, that was just the name that people had been calling me, Pocahontas. Like, even before I started doing music, my name was Pocahontas. So when I started doing music, I just changed it to Pocahontas. But as I got more into the business side of things, I didn't know that music came with so much depth, like copyrights. You don't want to, have someone else. It was just a lot. So, new year, new things change. So, the other day, me and my homeboy, we was in the studio, we was making songs, and he was like, "Yo, I think you should just change your song. Like you're doing your YouTube stuff, you're doing this." He was like, "Just go ahead and just change your name. I mean, not change your song, change your name." He was just telling me And when I thought about it, I was like, he does have a point because I'm taking it more serious. Like, I'm not gonna say it was a hobby back then, but I just had a lot of other stuff that was not music was not a top priority. So this year, just my brand. I'm not gonna just say music, but Polka Nova as a brand is a top priority. So guys, letting you guys know that my name now is Polka Nova. Nova does means new. I'll read the definition for you guys. So it was just like the perfect name, and then I wanted to keep Polka because I didn't want to do too much of a change. So no one really calls me Pocahontas. They'll just call me Polka or Polka Polka or whatever. How much bargain for short. So let me see what Nova means. I'm gonna read it to you guys. Okay. So according to the dictionary, Nova is a transient astronomical event that causes the sudden appearance of a bright, apparently new star. The nova, which is Latin for new, that slowly fades over weeks or months. So that's the definition for what nova means. Me personally, I'm just gonna say it means new star, which is me. Pocahontas, new Pocahontas, star, Polka Nova. It went perfect for me, so my new name is Polka Nova, so I don't know if you guys noticed that I did change it on like a lot of my social medias and things like that. So you're gonna just be noticing when I drop new content, new videos, new music, it's gonna say Polka Nova now. So if you want to still call me Pocahontas, that's fine. But legally, my name is gonna be Polka Nova. So nobody try to take me to court, okay? So with that being said, how do you guys feel about change? Do you like change? Do you dislike change? Do you would just rather things stay the same? Like even with your everyday, with your job, I feel like when I was working every other week, I felt like I was learning something new. Like you could be doing something the same way. Like I did coding. Um, I was so used for like L codes. I worked for a podiatry, so for L codes, you always had to put like a pain code, like a left foot or a right foot. But then I was taught that you have to add a L code, which is LO 3.90 cellulitis. So it was just a lot of just changing in that field. I feel like, oh my gosh, I'm never gonna get this, but that's just life. I feel like every day you should change to get better. I don't feel like you should get content with anything with what you're trying to do. I know a lot of people who've been at the same job for 10 years, and that's impressed. I'm so impressed by that because that is like, wow, you've been at the same job for 10 years. That's impressive. But imagine if you took that same energy and worked towards your own goals. You put those 10 years in your own business. You put those 10 years on what God called you to do. I feel like, 10 years working at someone's job is not a bad thing, but I just couldn't do it. Like I don't want to be at the same job the next year. And I'm not saying I want a job hop, but I just don't have a 9 to 5 mindset. That's why this year I'm just stepping out on faith. And that's really what I'm doing. I'm praying a lot and I'm asking God to lead my path. Even though I know it's a lot of stuff that I want to do, personally, I just know that God's gonna laugh at me. So how I say, I'm like, okay, God, you see I'm trying to grow, you see I'm trying to change. How should I go about it? And leave it at that. And the stuff will literally fall. It will literally fall in your lap, guys. I swear, it's so crazy. So I feel like change is important when you're trying to grow because you don't want to be around the same stuff. Just say if you used to drink and party and do heavy drugs, but then you woke up one day. Just say you had a accident and you almost killed yourself or you almost harmed someone else, and you was like, you know what, I need to get myself together. You couldn't really get yourself together if you was around those same people. And for instance, with myself, I try to just talk about me because a lot of this stuff I tell you guys I've experienced, so I don't mind putting my testimony out there for it to help someone else. So I'm just gonna speak about me. I know I moved to Texas 13 months ago. This year, right before, well, I waited till the new year. I waited till like a week after the new year. So after a week after New Year, I just went on an unfollowing spree on Instagram. Now, people will never call you. People will never comment. People will never check on you, see how you doing. Just be your friend outside of social media, but get mad when you unfollow them. Like it doesn't make sense. Like people really take an unfollow like a stab in the heart. Whereas I tell people all the time, when someone unfollows you or blocks you, it's for them. Don't take it personal. Like they're dealing with something that for themselves and their blocking you because you're maybe hindering, or you're a part of the reason that whatever triggers them, you're a part of it. So I felt like when I unfollowed so many people from back home who I don't talk to, who don't interact with me on social media, who don't check on me, like, why do you care if I unfollow you? Mind you, my page is public. Like, it doesn't matter if we're friends or not. You can still see what I got going on. But a lot of people was like upset with me that I followed them, and I was just like, I don't have to explain myself, but I just know I'm trying to change. So a lot of stuff, like, I just don't even want to see. Like, if I'm not trying to have sex, I don't need to see porn. You know, if I'm not trying to do drugs, I don't need to see drugs. If I'm not trying to party and go to the club, I don't need to see party and go to the clubs. Like, if I don't want to be a thought, I don't need to follow thoughts. Like, so that was my reason for just unfollowing a lot of people, because I just didn't want to be reminded of things that I used to do. Like, I no longer do those things, so I don't want to, follow it. Like, a lot of stuff I follow is just stuff that it's kind of like who I am now. And I'm not saying this to make me seem like I'm better than anybody or anything like that. I'm just saying that change for me is sometimes I have to just block things that no longer serve me. And if that affects anybody, I'm sorry, because I have to just put me first. People get really offended when you trying to do better. Like, people really want you to just be stuck in the same cycle. Misery loves company. That's why I think change is important for growth. Just get away from everybody, friends and family included. For example, with me, God isolated me from my friends and family. He moved me to Texas. I'm from Alabama, so it's 3 states away from back home. I know nobody here. I mean, I know people now, but when I first moved here, I didn't know anybody. So I remember God, people used to be asking me, like, oh, why you going to Texas? You don't know nobody. And I was just like, just gonna step out on faith, like, I just gonna step out on faith. So, and that's what I did, and it worked out for me. I've been here over a year now. And I feel like me and God are so locked in. This is the most I've been attacked in my life. I feel like when I was like, I'm not going to say I was just out there, but when I wasn't just so much trying to just be locked in with God, when I was kind of like borderline straddling the fence, like, I really had no issues. But since I've kind of been like on this path where I'm just trying to like do the right things, like just live how the Bible live, it's been really hard for me. Like, that saying when they say the devil don't mess with his friends, I really believe that, because like when I was just outside, like, fast life, fast money, bartending, like doing my music, I had just started, I didn't have no problems. But like ever since I've been trying to like get my stuff together and just like do like right, I've been getting the text so hard. I don't know, y'all, but we got this. I also feel like change is important just for growth. You can't really grow in the same environment, like, because just say if I decided, like, just say if um I used to drink a lot. So just say if I used to drink a lot, and then every weekend you got your best friend like, I got a bottle. It's gonna be hard on you to not drink if the person literally 20 minutes from you can just come with a bottle. Whereas now I live in Texas, I don't know nobody to pull up on with a bottle. So like I don't really drink like that. Like, I'll drink, but I don't buy it. Like, and so that's why, I'm not like, if I go out somewhere I have a drink, but like I don't just like have bottles at my house or anything. Like, if you come over here, like, we would literally have to like go to the liquor store. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with drinking. I'm just using these as examples of things that I'm trying to work on myself, because in Alabama I used to drink a lot. Like, whereas now I'm in Texas, I don't really drink like that. I drink like, I was drinking like over the few days because my homeboy was in town and we were like celebrating, but he bought those bottles. If he never said anything about going to the liquor store, we could have never went. It wouldn't have made me no difference. So that being said, I feel like change is just important. I feel like everybody should take risks. Move away from your hometown. I'm not saying you have to go as far as I did, but just say if you live in, like, I know a lot of people in Texas, they just move to different parts of Texas. Like, so just say if you were born in Houston, born and raised in Houston, they'll move to Dallas. Or if you're in Dallas, they'll move to Houston or Austin or San Antonio. They'll just stay in different parts of Texas. But I feel like change is really good for everything in your life. I don't know what you guys are battling with or what you're dealing with, but I just know like I don't know. I just feel like guys, people like we've just been getting attacked a lot lately. Like we've just been getting attacked, like, and even by people like you wouldn't even think. And I know it's not them. Like I know they care about you, but lately they ain't been showing it. And I feel like it's because you just have that good energy. Like your light is just so bright, and you just irritate their demons. I don't think like they love you as a person, but I don't think they like what's on the inside of you because like you could be around people, you know, you're treating them with nothing but love, you're treating them with kindness, you know, and they'll be shady with you or they'll say some things and you're like, or they'll make it in a jokingly way, or just say if someone else comes around you guys and it's like multiple people, like they'll just try to make you seem like you're not important, and you know you're important. Like you know you're important. You know you're not better than nobody, but um you know it's you guys get what I'm saying. Like I don't really know how to explain it, but it's like they'll try to like team up against you or something. Like just say like it could be four people hanging out, and then you'll notice like those three they're more like clicked in than you, and you may feel like the oddball out of the group, or you know, like it's just I don't know. It's I just feel like the devil, he just uses who's near you at the time to attack you. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Because like you could wake up and you you know like I listen to like a lot of prophets speak. I watch a lot of gospel on TV. I read the Bible. So when I wake up, I'm always like, okay, God, thank you for waking me up. And then you can literally 30 minutes to an hour later, you can go talk to someone and you might be telling them some good news. And then, you know, like people don't even know how to just be happy for you. Like if I'm telling you some good news, I feel like it should just be, oh, thank you, I'm proud of you, or I don't feel like you should be going into, you know, negativity about me having good news to share. You know, like what does this have to do with anything? Like I'm just telling you that this going on, you know, like people just, I don't know, like that's why I just feel like lately I've just been like liking to be alone. Like I don't be wanting people in my space. I don't really be wanting to be around people. Like I just rather just keep my distance, because people energy is just, they're just envious of you, and like they don't know how to fake it. Like people can pretend for so long, but I just feel like your inner light irritates their demons, and we all have something that we're battling with. Even me, like I have stuff I'm battling with, but everyone's not trying to do the inner healing work. Everyone's not praying. Everyone's not, you know, taking spiritual baths. Everyone's not cutting off their hair. Everyone's not moving around. Everyone's not getting off social media for distractions. So when you know you're doing the inner work, people will be kind of intimidated by you or jealous of you because 1010 on the clock. Oh no, that wasn't 1010. Sorry guys. They said 18. I was talking all that long. I thought it said 1010. That's my number right there. That's my angel number. But I don't know, guys. I just feel like change is just really important. Get from around people, like do different things. Like let's talk about my hair. If y'all know me, I used to always wear weave braids. Like you would never catch me with my real hair, and I've always had long hair. Like I literally just did a big chop. Like my hair was way longer than this. But in 2023, I decided to not wear weave. I'm gonna give y'all honestly two reasons why I decided to not wear weave. For one, I knew nobody in Texas to do my hair. Didn't know nobody. I didn't know nobody here. So once I did, like maybe like 3-4 months after I got in and I started seeing people, their prices like were extremely expensive than what I was used to. What I would pay for, and just say if I wanted a slick ponytail in Alabama, it would be $50. If I wanted a slick ponytail here, it was like 150, 200. It like went up 100. What I would pay for $80 to $100 for braids, like just say if I wanted like 10 little short braids, they would be $100 in Alabama. Here, 250. And my hair's really soft, so braids don't last me. At the most I can get 2 weeks, 3 at the most, like just depending on how I do my part, if I like wrap it up at night and stuff like that. But I just couldn't afford it. So after a year, I was like, you know what? It's this easy. It was not hard for me to start wearing weave. It just like, I'm just gonna just not wear weave. So it's so funny because I put on a wig on January the 10th. I had a show January the 10th, and it ended up getting shut down by the cops because the people did not have their I guess they didn't have their paperwork to rent the venue, so the cops shut it down. Yeah, this one I was still working my 9 to 5, so I had just got off work at 5 o'clock. It take you like an hour to get home because Dallas traffic is a fool. It's so much traffic here. So when I came home from 6 to 9, it took me 3 hours to get ready because the wig install took 30 minutes to an hour. My makeup took like 35, 40 minutes. Cause when I go out, I take my time to get ready. And then me putting on my clothes probably took another hour. So I left the house right at 9 o'clock. So y'all, I looked at really like sick. I feel like weaves and wigs make me look really sexy, and that's not the look I'm going for. Like, I just want to be natural. Like, I don't want people to like look at me and be like, oh, think sexual thoughts of me or think like derogative things about me. Even though that's between them and God, like I don't look at people and just be like, oh, I'll do this to her, do this to her. I don't do stuff like that. So I don't want people to think about me like that. So lately, like I've just been wearing my real hair, like, and it's so funny because I literally, this is what I'm saying with change, because I literally had the wig on for 3 days. 3 days. I took it off, and it was cute, but I just looked too sexy. Like I just don't want to look sexy. Like I just want to look sexy in my natural sexiness, not because of enhancements or I got a boob job or I got lipo or I went and got a BBL. Like I just want to look sexy and feel sexy in my natural skin. And I don't know, like I just feel like change is just important for growth all around the border because, like, just say if you had a baby when you was 18. When you're 18, you're still like a kid. So if you had a baby when you're 18, but just say 10 years later, now you're 28, you're not the same mom you was at 18. Like, I just feel like people who just don't change, they be the same way. Like, I can go back home and I haven't seen people in 6 months. They still doing the same thing, going to the same place, doing the same stuff, seeing the same people. I'm like, okay. And just because you moved out of state don't mean everybody else has to. That's not what I'm saying. But I mean, a lot of this stuff we're going through is in the Bible. Like, I swear it is. Like, if like Abraham, he had to be away from his family. Like, if you just like, just say you're going through something. I don't know what you're going through. But whatever you're going through, it's going to be okay. Just don't give up and just keep faith. If you're going through something right now, if you just type in what you're going through on Google and like type in Bible after that, I just say like whatever. Let's just say my brother hates me or my siblings hate me in the Bible. I'm pretty sure a story similar, like, well, Cain and Abel. So that will come up in the Bible. But a lot of stuff that we go through is in the Bible. So don't feel like you're the only one. Like, sometimes God just put his strongest battle on his toughest soldiers. We all have a purpose in life. We wasn't meant to be basic. We wasn't meant to work 9 to 5s. Like, this is all ours. So once we figure out what it is God was made us to, was born to do, a lot of us have gifts. A lot of our hands are really gifted. A lot of times we're just born on earth for a purpose. So once you figure out that purpose, you're going to be really powerful. Like, once I tell people it's the two things important in life. The day you was born, the day you find out why you was born. And it's true because once you find out why God made you and put you on this earth for a purpose and to do the job that God wants you to do, if you accept the calling, like everybody don't accept the calling, like you have to accept the calling. Like, you don't have to, but I feel like if God, it's just saying like God called you in for an interview, why wouldn't you want that job? Like, God control all this, and everybody don't believe in God, the higher power, whatever you believe in. But I know when God showed me, he showed me like a preview. A dream is just a preview of things to come. So God told me, like, you be obedient, you do this, you move here, you do this, this is what you're gonna have. Y'all, that's what why y'all think I'm stepping out on faith and I'm doing this and I'm talking to y'all now, because it's happening for me. Like, God already showed me it's happening for me. So y'all, just don't be scared of change. Don't be scared to jump. Don't be scared of the unknown. Like, just just do it. It's gonna work out. It's gonna always work out. God will never lead you to another state to fail you. Like, it's this girl, she's training right now, because she moved to Houston to chase her dream, and she brought her kids with her, and everyone's like talking about her and saying all this, but at least she tried. Like, it's the ones who, because she tried and she failed. But you know what? When she do it again, now she's doing it from experience. And she brought her kids with her. I didn't even move here with my kids, so I don't see what she did wrong. She went out there, it didn't work out. She's in a shelter, but look how much attention she's getting, just from this. She's getting a lot of attention. If she used the marketing right, like if she would say her social media or say her name or at least say what she does, I don't see that. I just see blogs posting her. But at the end of the day, she tried. Now, if she go back home and then just say 6 months later she do it again, now she's doing it off experience. She knows how much money to bring. She knows maybe to not bring her kids until she has stuff figured out, because I feel like it is harder to do things when you have your kids. Because that's what I didn't bring my kids either. I left them with their dad and I was like, let me come out here and figure this thing out, because I know I can always find somewhere to stay for me. Whereas even if I just pull my seatbelt in my car and just take a nap. Whereas with kids, it's kind of harder to do that. So I just feel like don't be scared to jump. Don't be scared to step out on faith and do that thing. If it feels right, and we gotta stop like talking to people about stuff. Like, and I know I have to take my own advice too, because I'm like that also. But a lot of the times, if it's not with my music or an idea or something that I got, for the most part, I just talked to God about it. Like, I didn't talk to nobody about moving to Texas. I didn't even tell nobody. I only told my baby daddy. That was it. I was just like, I told my baby daddy and the girl I was staying with and the girl who braided my hair when I was moving. And I'm talking about, I didn't tell nobody. Like, I didn't go live. I didn't make no posts. And I didn't even announce I was in Dallas until like 90 days in. Yeah. Because people prey on your downfall. And then when I posted I was in Dallas, I posted it in like March or April. Everybody hit me up. Oh, you moved to Dallas? Da da da. Yup. I'm in this hole. I'm out here, So, with that being said, y'all, don't be scared of change. Change is really important. Every day something changes. Every day it's a new law. Every day it's something new coming out. It's some new food. Something new changing. The world just changing. Some new weather. New shoes. It's just something new. It's some new tea. Some new gossip. Some new mess. It's just something out there. So with you guys, just remember, you're doing a great job. You got this. I'm proud of you. If nobody told you, I see what you're doing. I'm really impressed by you. You're being consistent. You're not giving up. And hey, make sure to like this video so we can get it out there to more people who are experiencing this. A lot of stuff I'm going through, I don't be knowing what to talk about. I just be like, okay, God, what you want me to talk about today? So he's like, I want you to talk about this. I want you to talk about that. So I felt like today he wanted me to talk about change, because it's the new year. It's just January. It's finna be February. Y'all know February is only 4 weeks, so it's finna be March. Pisces season in full effect. So, y'all just do it. If it feel right, talk to God. He the only person you need to talk to. He gonna show you a sign. And don't be scared, because he got your back. He got your back. He got your back. He gonna always have it. He gonna put strangers in your life to help you. You will be okay. Just have faith. He gonna put kindness on people's heart to bless you. Like, you will know, like, some people, they just be being nice to you, and you just be like, I don't even know. Like, I don't know, but change is really important. I have a lot of testimonies. Like the other day, I had dropped a video about how I ordered groceries and they gave me a lot of free groceries. Just little stuff like that. When God puts stuff on your heart or other people's heart, just listen. Everybody don't accept the calling, but y'all make sure y'all comment if you've been feeling like you've been called to change, or how do you feel about change? Do you like change? Do you want to just stay the same? And there's nothing wrong with it. I'm not telling you that you have to change. The question is, do you think you have to change for growth? Because if you don't want to grow and you just want to be in the same place, then that's fine. But me personally, I'm trying to be the best woman I can be for myself and for my children. I'm trying to break generational curses. I don't want my kids to go through what I went through. A lot of the stuff I'm going through, my mom went through, my dad went through. So I don't want Silver to have to go through this. I don't want King or Emery to have to go through what I'm going through. So with that being said, guys, just do it. If God puts something on your heart and it feel right, you don't know how to go about it and it's changed, it's different, pray about it and just go for it. But with that being said, guys, make sure to like my video. Like my video. Subscribe to my channel. Leave me a comment because I'm gonna comment back. And share the video. Send it to somebody. Send it to somebody who going through something they might want to change. You know, like, if you might want to just change your wardrobe, change your room around, change your hair, change your outfit, change your spouse, you know, like, change locations, change jobs, whatever you want to do. I feel like this video will help somebody, so let's get the algorithm up so we can get it out there. And if nobody told you, I'm proud of you, okay? Keep going, keep doing what you've been doing. It's gonna work out in your favor. You got this. And turn the notification bell on too, because I go live and I make videos like this quite often. So turn the notification bell on so you can get more videos that I post like this, okay?